Welcome to the chat box.
It's your boy, FVC, Fine Boy Chide. And we are back with another one. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video. I have beautiful people, as usual, on my seat today. So from my right, I have Precious Tachi.
Lola.
Wumi.
Thank you guys for coming. So, like as always, we're always talking about something. Today, we're going to do a little bit of law. I remember when I did law that year. But anyways, that's the last story for another day. So we're talking about the Roe and Wade case. Has anybody here heard of the case before?
Yup.
I have scholars here. Who wants to go first, please? Hey, no, not Mr. Impetus. Wait first. Mumi, please. Yeah, so Mumi, what do you know about the Roe versus Wade case?
I know in the 60s, there was a case that brought about the legalization of abortion in the United States. And then so far, I think there have been, I think in Trump's time, he tried to like overturn that to be like put like people in the Supreme Court, blah blah blah. Basically, the thing is there's been so much abortions, and so they want to overturn. They have overturned that case because the rate of abortions are so high. People are so careless.
So what do you have to say about that from reading the case or the summary of the case? Do you feel that it is okay for them to turn the abortion law around and say no more abortion? Do you feel it's okay?
Well, for me, I think you can't just turn it, because why? A lot of people, okay, let's take the case, somebody getting raped and getting pregnant. She doesn't even know what is going on and she's pregnant. You suggest she keeps it.
That's on that angle. What do you have to say? Okay, not see that.
Then somebody that baby dies in the course of like gestation period, like having the baby, before having the baby, do you expect her to wait 9 months?
No, can I interrupt you? If once the baby dies, they take out the
Okay, what of the person that is
Secondly,
raped?
the person that is raped, I don't know about the United States, I'm not too sure, but in a lot of countries like Nigeria, if you are raped or the pregnancy is caused by incest, they allow you, but you have to,
But what they are saying now, they want to overturn every
No,
time.
that's
no,
not Nigeria.
that's
We're talking about the United States.
no, it's not every time. There are obviously legalized abortions, like for certain states and
That
countries.
means they don't know what they are doing. So what are they trying to do?
What they are trying to do is overturn general abortion.
That is
People, no, that's not it. That is not it.
But
You don't know the amount of people that get pregnant and have abortion daily. I know I'm pro-abortion, but at the same time, I was discussing with someone recently, and they were saying that if you really think about it, everything is sexualized nowadays. If there's a way to dial that down, then you see a lot of less pregnancies happening. We need to preach abstinence.
Precious, please, let's hear from you.
Okay, pertaining to the Roe versus Wade case, I think first of all we need to look at the substance of the case. What really happened, what led to the agitation, because now we are talking about the legal implication of abortion. So as a result of that legal implication of abortion, we need to consider the legal aspects, that is law. Now, the Roe versus Wade case is a 1973 case that came about when the complainant in question was prevented as a result of the laws of a particular state. I've forgotten the state, I think, is it Texas or something? I can't really remember the particular state. But at that time, there are actually some states in the US that do not allow abortion. You understand? So the complainant in question went to court, you understand, to actually talk about the legality of the abortion law, you understand, especially with regards to a certain right as situated in. But don't worry, maybe I'm already I'm talking.
No, not actually. Go ahead. No.
But like when the case got to the Supreme Court, you understand, the judgment was given in the favor of allowing people to um, like do abortion, but on certain premises. You understand? And that was when it was given the trimester rule was given. Like in the woman's pregnancy, there are three stages of the pregnancy. So abortion was only allowed according to that law in the first trimester, but permissible in the second. But
So permissible.
yeah.
Does Nigeria have an abortion law?
Yes, Nigeria has an abortion law in its criminal system. You know, in Nigeria, we actually practice, our criminal law is actually divided into two. The criminal law for the South and the criminal law for the North. And the criminal law for the South, we use the criminal code, while the criminal law for the North, we use the penal code. In sections 228, 229, and 230 of the criminal law, that actually talks about the abortion case, you understand, punishment for abortion. Okay, according to section 228 of the criminal law, it states that the punishment for abortion is between 3 to 14 years. According to section 229, you understand, section 229 of the criminal code prescribes the punishment for the doctor or the physician who is going to carry out the process.
So are you saying like Nigeria's own is worse than the abroad? or what?
Yes, yes. In our legal system, in the words of, okay, let's leave our legal system. In the words of Thomas Hobbes, you actually cannot separate morality from law. You understand? And remember, we live in a very moral society that is characterized by two main religions: Christianity in the south and Islam in the north. And as a result of that marriage between morality and law, you see that our country, Nigeria, actually, and not just Nigeria, West Africa in general, we actually have stricter abortion rules. You understand?
So is there any like free space of when you can do abortion?
Yes, definitely. You can. Abortions are actually permissible when it is required to save the woman's life. That's the only case where abortion is permissible in Nigeria.
Okay, so now I'd like to know personally, what do you feel about abortion? Is it not necessary per se, but if you're not ready for a baby and there's an option to abort, would you advise, or do you feel it's not right per se, but what do you feel? What do you feel about that?
I don't feel it's right, but in a case like that, I think it's necessary because you find that there are a lot of broken people just giving birth to children and breaking them who go ahead to just break other people in the world, and it's just causing a whole lot of, like I say, hurt people. So there's no point if someone is not ready to have a child. But I feel there should be ways to prevent that, like I said before, really if you practice individual abstinence.
What of you, Laura?
I feel that preaching more abstinence might not work because you already said that we live in a world where sexuality is the big thing now. Everything is literally sexual. So there is also other options. There are other options like carrying the child to term and giving it out or up for adoption. I'm not.
So that is just, it's not only about that. That is
It's not
9
like
months
that.
assignment.
Yes, but why abort the child? If it is in a scenario like when we talked about rape or incest or a situation where you know that you can't get out of or something, okay, and abortion is your only option, then sure, abort. But if you know that you have a whole lot of other options, why?
But in Nigeria, those options are not very.
They are not very.
Not only in Nigeria.
I think Nigeria is based on tradition and how
Exactly. A lot of people
you are suddenly pregnant at a very young age, and you are looking at the shame of how my parents are going to send me out. You get disowned. There's a lot of stigma attached to being young, pregnant, with no source of income, nothing. So that's like she said.
Sorry, is that not a valid reason
to
to
abort?
abort? Because basically you are putting the child in torture in the sense of
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
keep that child, the child
I'm not,
like
saying
you
that,
said,
I'm not saying
what-
keep the child. I'm
Okay.
saying that if abortion is not your only option, you can give the child up. Because there are a whole lot of people, we hear stories of people
But do you know that
need
those
children.
people that literally, ordinarily you hearing that this one has a baby, there's already a stigma.
A
on the
stigma
person.
attached to
Like
that person.
this person is a wayward person, but everybody now, and that is the sad thing about this country.
Like we said, sexuality is the thing
But
now.
sexuality is something that, definitely, I don't know whether to use the word preached, but it has been there
not in
forever.
essence
Well,
like that.
exactly.
It was not.
But there were brands, there were a lot of things that happened that pushed it out there. So there can also be ways to curb it. It might be extremely hard.
It
because
is going to be
sex-
extremely-
Let's hear from the guys, please.
Okay.
Well, me, one, it's going to be really difficult to preach that abstinence, like she said, because there's a time I was going to the internet I was working, and the ad that came up was a sexual ad. Then I put myself in the shoes of young people that don't really even see that every time, put something in their head. So the first female or male they want to practice what they are seeing, and like it's going to be really hard. That's why everybody talks about condom, but how many people even use the condom?
Do you even using the condom, like you said?
And
it's
condoms
not-
can
it's
break.
not 100%.
It's not 100.
Even
So
if they say
I
it's
think the first thing to use to curb this thing, which is going to be really hard because it's not just in this country, it's worldwide. It's the sexual content on the
It's
internet.
not.
It's
You see them advertising donuts, and then
And
someone
it's sexual.
It's so
It is
sexual.
so sexual.
Why?
Wait, sorry, which donut na the buy?
well, even the music videos we watch.
Yes.
Like,
But sorry, then let's be realistic now. Do you enjoy those music videos? Why is everybody quiet?
No, I want to say something. I'm not talking for myself. For me, if I see those music videos, there's nothing that's wrong with me.
Because you are used
But
to it.
I'm talking about children that are younger than me.
I'm sorry, that's
And
why I
they're
have
so
children of
And
13,
they
12,
see
10 experimenting because they've been, before we always had CG.
There was, but now
there
they
was
just need to go to
pictures.
YouTube and see
And
the bomb bomb shaking.
obviously it is just there. Even YouTube kids. It is.
Let's hear from questions, please.
The case of abortion is actually a very, very controversial topic. You understand it everywhere. The thing is, though, whenever you try to curb a particular aspect, it has a knock-on effect on another aspect. You understand? Now, I feel instead of actually preaching abstinence per se, which is never going to work, where it's come on.
But I'm sorry, why can't it work?
But abstinence is not going to work because the
Why
preaching of abstinence is a religious matter.
Why? How?
But we are
No, it
but
is
being
not.
realistic.
No.
It is associated with being religious.
no, you
Yes.
can preach it scientifically.
But-
Yes,
Well,
yes,
like-
yes, that's actually true.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
why
exactly.
you
But
saying-
as Africans, I think we are taking the issue of abstinence more as
Of
a
a-
but
more religious
I feel we should actually teach the young ones, teach the youth, teach everybody to we should actually encourage the use of contraceptives.
But hold up.
Here's the
Hold up.
thing.
Hold up.
Obama did it.
Hmm?
Let's
Obama
not even go
did
as
it.
far as Obama. Now, people that go from school to schools, organizations, NGO, that go from school to schools, they preach abstinence, they preach use of contraceptive. You know you want to do this. Do you know most of them have done these things? Like they've gone through the abortion, everything. They've had experiences here, and they come back and say, "Oh, I don't want somebody to repeat this thing that I've done." So why I'm saying that? Why can't the abstinence be? Oh, yes, I've been. Yes, I've heard the gist. I've seen what's up. Why? Wait. Let me finish. I know it's hard, like you said, it's hard, and it is being associated with being religious and stuff.
A quick question for you. Have you licked ice cream before? How does it taste like? Okay, so It's not the sweetness that makes you always go back.
But is it good for
But is
your
it good
health?
for your
It's
health?
actually good. It's
So
not when you
no,
take
so
too
wait,
it's when
wait,
it's
wait.
now
Chocolate,
too
no,
much.
chocolate is good for your health, not ice cream.
If you chill,
If you lick one ice cream for 1 week,
chill.
you listen another week again. There's nothing that's going to happen to
Chill,
you.
everything you eat,
Scientifically.
everything you eat, can I answer him, please? Everything you eat, everything you lick has a there's a dose, let me use what dose that you can take.
Exactly.
Daily. It's even written if you check the nylon very
You can
well.
nap
Chill,
once a week now.
chill. Are you telling me that as a youth, a healthy viral youth, you will be fine with snacking constantly once a week?
I will not be happy with that, but that
Will
is
you
that
be
is terms
fine?
and condition applied.
No,
You
it's
take
like the example you gave me.
Yeah.
How is ice cream sweet?
Yeah.
Don't I go back for more? Yes. It's just like a teen or preteen or youth that just had sex for the first time. How is having sex sweet? It's mad. Do you want to do it? Okay, yes. Even with the possibility that there would be unwanted pregnancy, there are possible STIs, there's HIV, or the urge to not being able to curb it at that moment or during whatever. Do you know that they see those things as minor problem because if I'm careful, it won't happen. But then once it happens, that's when their story comes out and they say, "Oh my God, I should have not." Why go into it when you know that you should have not?
I think we are deviating from the topic now. I think we are deviating from abortion and shifting to sex. Now, sex is not something that can be curbed. It's in our human nature. It's in our human nature. We, as much as abstinence should be encouraged, abstinence is not always practicable. It's not always practicable at all times. You understand? And that's why, in my own opinion, I feel like instead of actually preaching abstinence, I think we should actually preach the use of contraceptives.
That's what I'm
Encourage the use of contraceptives. Make it known. Make it, you understand? Because when you check certain statistics, you would see that it's actually the youth, people in the adolescent, early adults age, that actually don't use contraceptives. They're the ones that actually want to experiment, they're the ones that actually want to go natural, they're the ones that actually want to do that and all that. But on the flip side, I think preaching the use of contraceptives, and make it compulsory. In fact, sex education is something that even
Let
needs
me
to be.
But you think-
let me
I
interrupt
think
you there.
the
Hold on,
sex
let me
education
interrupt
they
you
are
there.
giving
Obama
us-
did that. I hope you know. In
What? Wait, sorry. Let's
He
not go
already
back.
did it.
Let's
In sex
chill.
education, hold on, 13-year-olds get condoms in their class. They bring a whole box of condoms,
Okay.
basket, and they say, pass it round. Take 5 if you want. Take 10 if you want. If that's what you want, take it. But still, the rate of abortion is still high, and it's still that same age group that aborts a lot. So I don't think contraceptive is the way. I actually don't think it wouldn't.
No.
You can't even
because
put it
that are
because
avoiding
because you
contraception.
can't
know
be
what it
there.
Wait. Sorry. See, you're getting what he's saying wrong. See, sex education doesn't really mean use condoms.
Okay.
Sex education, we tell them what will happen if they don't do this. What will happen if they do this? So it doesn't necessarily mean, okay, this condom, use the condom if you want to do whatever you want to do. But you need to educate them. Okay, why do you want to do this?
I'm sorry.
Do you
Sex
know,
education
one
has
more thing,
been
one more
going
thing,
on for a
one more
long
thing.
time.
Remember,
What has it done?
Wait. Where have you had sex education? I never hear. You had sex education.
I had sex education.
Let's not talk Nigeria. Let's not.
Even I think Nigeria now they are beginning to try. They are beginning to try. I had sex education.
My
Yes.
siblings, I think the problem here is the fact that even in our houses, our homes, we cannot discuss the matter of sex.
Yes.
That's
Well, for some
people,
yeah, for some people.
see,
Okay, or most people. Let's
they'll
use
always
most
see,
people.
But
they'll
now-
always be
Based on
busy.
religion
They'll
and
always
our
be busy.
the old ways of our
They'll
But
always be
now,
busy, so
I
people
feel
don't
the family like
Should be the number one.
Should be the number one to educate.
Okay, yes, I agree.
Because
I
if
agree
that
with that.
happens,
You won't say you
it
didn't know
will
what you
actually
outside.
reduce. I feel it will, because most of these children that get pregnant, their parents don't even know about it.
That's true.
Their parents don't know when they start having sex. So it's like, okay, I'm pregnant now. Okay, I cannot tell my mom. Let me look for the fastest way to
just
get
get
rid
out
of
this.
it and make everything seem
And they
normal.
put their lives in danger in the process.
Because the parents,
Rather,
okay, put yourself in a person's shoes where your parents are strict. Your parents are strict. If they hear sex in the house, it's going to be war. What will you do if you get pregnant?
I think that comes back to religion, as in Nigeria.
No, let's leave religion. Even
I'm saying
morality
because
wise.
our traditions
Just
from
in
the
other
old
countries.
Morality
from
wise,
the old
No,
times.
it doesn't just happen
leave
here. That's what I'm
Nigeria.
saying.
Leave Nigeria.
Like outside.
In a family where they are very strict, the morality is high, and the girl gets pregnant, and she has to go back to her parents' house. She has the option of choosing between telling her parents and getting an abortion. What would you think she would do?
Get an abortion.
So is the basic thing. If for me, if I have a daughter, the first thing I should be able to do is tell her, Omo, you're a girl. This and this and these are the things that you see outside.
I think that should start
This
at
and this and this
Gender
are the
age.
ways
2
you're
years.
going to avoid
Two.
it.
Yes.
Yes, even
Children
age
go
one.
very fast now.
Yes.
From age 2, the
Even
child
age
should
2
be
is-
conscious enough to
even
know that
age
oh,
2.
this certain parts of my body are not.
You say
not-
every
So for me,
Yeah,
if the family, if parents begin to accept the fact that the world is sexualized now,
Yeah.
the only way to reduce that is
Is to
if I
educate.
advise and educate my own children. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but this and this are going to be the consequences. And even if you want to do it, use condoms. If you mention condoms in an average morally high Nigerian house like this, you are in trouble.
Big trouble.
What's
What
that?
I do with condom?
Where did you hear that word?
But then again, if I went to Unilag and there was this particular girl I knew, she was the get inside. When she came out, she came to uni. She was.
That's not normal.
Then you now think about it. When you now saw her parents, the way they scold her, I'm like, oh.
You understand where she's coming from.
So most of the time, if you look, girls that get pregnant, or they mistakenly, it's always a mistake because they don't know.
Wait a bit. I don't know. I saw a video how people mistakenly get pregnant, and the guy was swearing, and the girl because
Because a girl that is coming from a house that is strict, that they don't talk about sex, they don't know anything
She
about
won't know
it.
what to do. She won't know what to do, especially
And
if she's not
men,
sorry.
when
I'm
the thing
sorry,
is
I'm
sweeting
sorry,
us,
I'm
a lot of
sorry,
people,
I'm
their
sorry,
pull-out
I'm sorry,
game
wait,
is
wait.
not.
We
is
can't
not-
say she won't know what to do. I'm sorry, there are friends, there's access to the internet, there is school. Even if she doesn't particularly know, she hears, she listens, she sees. It is up to her as somebody that has small sense, let me use that word, to actually decide within herself and say, okay, even if I want to have sex, I should be able to encourage my partner to use contraceptive.
But how many?
Sorry.
But what if
Sorry,
they fail?
can I
Even
update
if it
some
fails,
more?
we know it will fail. But I'm saying that. Oh wait, I'm saying that she should have that mind. She should not be selective and say, oh, because I'm from a morally or a strict home or
It's
whatever.
not by
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Excuse me. Remember, we're actually talking about abortion, about the legal implication of abortion. And remember, abortion is actually a very controversial topic in today's world. We have seen the clamor in the US just because of the recent ruling on Roe versus Wade. You understand? It goes both ways. Whether we preach contraceptives, whether we preach the use of, whether we preach abstinence, whether we preach the thing is, people are still going to get pregnant. Women are still going to be raped.
Normal.
People are still going to have unwanted pregnancy. You understand? And since we are treating the legal effects of abortion, that is why countries all over the world are trying to adjust their strict abortion laws to see if they can at least reduce the rate of illegal abortion. Now there's legal abortion and there's illegal. So it's the illegal abortion that people are trying to actually curb right now, and that's part of the reasons for the ruling. Now the ruling in the recent case, the recent Roe versus Wade case, it's not like the Supreme Court said that nobody should do abortion. It just just gave a ruling that the case of abortion should be left in the laws guiding a particular state. You understand? And when you even look at this, the laws of a particular state shouldn't even be treated with so much laxity. You understand? That is why even in Nigeria, like I was reading the news the other day, and the headline, they said something like the Lagos State are trying to adjust the abortion.
But they put it on hold, I think yesterday or so.
Lagos State, they are trying to adjust the abortion laws and see how they can actually educate people, educate the youth, because if you look at the rate of abortion, it's actually done by adolescents.
That's the thing. We need to educate.
So, first of all, in order to curb the issue of illegal abortion, we need to adjust our abortion laws, because because right now our abortion laws only permit abortion in case in case of like trying to save the mother's life. You understand? So the laws need to actually adjust abortion and relax, just chill the laws of abortion. They just relax the laws a bit so that people can actually follow the right route to do abortion.
Hallelujah.
So that's it.
I want to second what he said, but I want to add a little story. So when I was in Unilag, in my final year, there was this day, this cleaner just started screaming. She came out from the bathroom, she was shouting. Everybody was like, what happened? He said there was a baby in the bathroom. There was a dead baby on the floor with the uterus and everything. Blood everywhere. This girl had aborted in the bathroom. So we need to prevent stuff like that. We hear stuff like that very well. There was one before I came, I heard about this before I came to school in other hostels. These things happen very regularly. So yeah, I kind of like second what he's saying.
Please say no to illegal abortion. I hope you guys go educated, because now I'm using my life. But anyways guys, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment.